My frags are telling me no, but my body's telling me yes. So I got some fragrances I want to tell y'all about. I found 10 fragrances in my collection that I just couldn't wait to get my hands on. Couldn't wait to get them. Super hyped about them. You want to know what those fragrances are? Well, meet your boy on the other side of this video. Intro, whatever you want to call it. See right there. I'll see you in just a second. What's going on, y'all? You guessed it. That's right. It's your boy, LL Cool Trey, a.k.a. Flexing on them, Trey Belafonte in the building. Listen, I got a little bit of a fragrance discussion, review, topic, whatever you want to call it, however you want to call it. You know how we do it here on the channel that I want to discuss with y'all, okay? Now, what this topic, or the topic of this video is very simple. These are some fragrances that I could not wait to get in my collection, that I was super excited about, super hyped about, and through various ways I got them. Some were gifts, some were surprises, some that I ordered, some that I actually went out on the hunt to find and found them. Now, before I get into this, I need y'all to do me a favor. If you haven't already, I need you to like this video, okay? I need you to share all my content, old videos, whatever. Share them with the world. Let people know that Trey Belafonte exists. And then if you're here, returning to the scene of the crime over and over and over again, then I need you to sub. I mean, so this is why I need that sad music again with the puppies, the puppies that they want you to feed, playing behind me. And I'm just sitting here looking like I'm looking. Okay, enough of that. To the fun part. What fragrances were I dying to get my hands on and finally got them? You want to know? Let's get it. The first one, Dior Home 2020. I was having a fit to get this fragrance. Not as irisy, but still a good, smooth, masculine type of fragrance. I mean, it's Dior. And I've said this once on this channel, and I'll say it again. Listen, don't bore her, Dior her. Dior her. You got to Dior that girl, man. Smells really, really good. I have a small decant of the 16 batch over there in my decants, and yeah, it smells good too. It may even smell a little bit better. True fans of this fragrance like the 16 better. I wasn't a true fan of the original, the 16, so because I didn't have it. I have this one, so Dior Home 2020. Love it. Was excited about getting this one, and I got it. Thank you, JP. One that I went on the hunt for. I left my house specifically looking for this fragrance, and I found it. Prada Black. Prada Lunarosa Black. I'm gonna give myself a squirt of this. I did. I left my house, drove all the way to Huntsville, hoping to find this fragrance. Got there, and I did find it. And I probably paid a little too much for it, because I paid like $50 for this 50 ml. And that's the same thing I paid for my 100 ml and my 125 ml of Prada. So, nonetheless, I do like this fragrance. It's very peppery. It's very black. It's very dark. It's definitely a dark fragrance, and I like that about it. Yeah, I haven't had it all that long. I got it in 21. I want to say right at the spring, maybe April, maybe somewhere in there I got it. Maybe March. Nonetheless, love the fragrance. I think it smells good. I like it a lot. It was one I was super hyped about. Couldn't wait to get my hands on it. Went to Burlington in Huntsville. I was looking around and I didn't see it, and I was like, man, all the other Burlingtons got it. And I put my hand down, and I promise you, it was like right there beside my hand. I was like, you got to be kidding me. So I called Sam up. I think I called JP first and he didn't answer. Then I called Sam up and was like, man, he was like, yo, Trey, Listen, listen, man, it's dope. It's dope, Trey. You gotta get it. You got it? You gonna get it? You got the money? Get it. Get it, Trey. You gotta get it. Yo, Trey, listen. Listen, it's dope, man. It's dope. It's dope. You gotta get it, Trey. You gotta get it. So I got it. Nonetheless, love the smell of it. Nice, smooth, powdery. Goodness. Prada Lunarosa Black. Could not wait to get that one. Another one that I paid an arm and a leg for, but I had to have it. I had wanted it for a long, long time, maybe 2 or 3 years. Spice Bomb Extreme. As that product is cutting up. One thing I love about doing these videos is I get to spray myself. Could not wait to get this fragrance. My first Spice Bomb was Spice Bomb Fresh, and I am glad that I have it. And oh my goodness, does this Extreme smell good. Oh man, this smells nice. I could not wait to get this one. I couldn't. So I finally went on a big old shopping spree, spent like $700 on myself, which is something I never ever do. And I'm proud that I did it because I have this fragrance in my collection now. Kudos. Love it. But it was one that I had waited and waited and waited and waited and waited to get, and finally got it, and I absolutely love it. Nice, cool weather date type fragrance. Very spicy, very strong, very masculine. Doesn't take but a lot of this, and doesn't take but a little of this, and a lot, and it. A little of this goes a long way, is what I'm trying to say. Man, I'll be having them Porky Pig moments in my senior days. I'm just 45, y'all, I promise. But I like this fragrance nonetheless. Smells good, does exactly what it's supposed to do. Puts a smile on my big old face. I'll be something looking like the Brown Hornet sometime, don't I? I know y'all be thinking that. Another one that I could not wait to get. A little bit redundant in my collection, but Product Carbon. I have several of the Invictus line, so I really don't need this, but I have so many of the Pradas. I wanted this one, so the next one from the line of Prada that I have to get is Lunarosa, the OG. I've got Sport, I've got Eau Fresh, I've got Black, and I've got Carbon. So what's missing? The OG, Prada Lunarosa, because I have Carbon now. And every time I move, that gum Extreme is kicking up. Let me tell you guys something. There's a company, a cologne company called Triumphant. They make one called Bronze. I think it's called Bronze. I think it's Bronze. It is so close to Extreme that it's crazy. And it's fractions of the price. I gave mine away. A friend of mine has a son in his mid-20s, 25, 26. And I give him a lot of fragrances that I don't want. I just feel like, you know, it's redundant for me to have, so I gave him that one, and as far as I know, he loves it. But that Spice Bomb Extreme is really kicking up. But Prada Lunarosa Carbon was one that I had to have, and I got my hands on. Another one. There's another one from the house of Chanel. It is Bleu de Chanel. The Parfum. I had the EDT. I'm sorry, I had the EDP. Then I got this one. And then I went and got the EDT. I went backwards. I went Parfum. I went EDP, Parfum, then EDT. Most people did EDT, Parfum, and then EDT, then EDP, then Parfum. Because that was the order they were released, but I didn't go in order. But this is a nice fragrance. To me, it's more mature. My favorite Chanel, the Bleu de Chanel, is EDT. To me, it projects better. It's smoother. It's easier to wear. I just like it better. And that's just me. No disrespect to this one because it's a bad boy. It smells good. I like it. No disrespect to the EDP as well. But my favorite is just the EDT. I just like the EDT better. To me, it goes better in this Alabama heat. I've actually reached for it several times this summer. I like it a lot. But one that I had to have, Chanel, Bleu de Chanel, the Parfum. Another one that I just could not wait to get my hands on because it goes back to my ex-wife. She smelled the OG in a magazine, came home from work and was like, you got to get this. It's okay. So she finally ordered it from me, and that one was Wanted. But then when they released Wanted by Night, I had to have it. Went to the mall and smelled it. I was like, man, it smells good. But I figured it would eventually make its way to discounters, and I was right. I ended up picking this one up from Cheapo at a really good price. It was a full bottle, And I got it from him at a steal. Really good price. And I love this fragrance. This is one of my, to me, this is a sexy fragrance. To me, this just is a fragrance done right. I absolutely love it. I think if this was put out by a different company and they charged more for it, people would pay it. But for some reason, because it's a Zorro, people want to turn their nose up at it. If Chanel or Dior or any of those other big time companies had made this fragrance, man, it would be on everybody's list. But it's not, so it kind of faded from glory, which doesn't make sense to me because I absolutely love it. I think it smells good. I think it's romantic. I think it's sexy, and it is a compliment getter. And it was one I could not wait to get in my collection. Worn It by Night, Zorro. I got 4 or 5 more, guys. 4 more. Discontinued goodness. Only regret is I wish I had gotten the EDP as well. Midnight in Paris, the EDT. One of the best bottles in the game. I got this right before the price went stupid. $19.99 is what I paid for this. And ain't no telling what it'll go for now. But this is one of those fragrances that just does it. It just smells good. To me, now is it worth the price? No, it's not. It's not. And you can see I've actually worn it a few times. You see where the levels are. The levels are about right there. So yeah, but this is one that I could not wait to get. I had watched the reviews and I was like, man, I need to get it. And at the time I was married on a budget. I mean, on more of a budget now, but it was definitely on a budget then. So I didn't spend a whole lot of money on fragrances. You know, my limit was like maybe $30, $35. If it was north of that, I was just like, nah, I don't need it. And I wouldn't get it. That changed, but you know, nonetheless, at that time, that's where my line was. So this one coming in at 19, 20 bucks from Amazon. I couldn't wait to get it. I have it, and I'm proud that I do, especially now that it has been discontinued and hard to find, and the prices on it are shot up. Midnight in Paris, the EDT. This many more. From the House of Versace, Dylan Blue. And I ended up with 2 bottles of this. I got 2 of them right around my birthday. Mr. Cheap Sense, Fragrant Life sent me one, and the ex-wife bought me this one, 100 ml. And I love this fragrance. I do. I think it's blue, definitely blue. I think it's playful. It's very strong. It's very strong. Now, it's nothing out of the ordinary. It's nothing super sophisticated or anything like that. It's a blue fragrance, and it falls right in the lines of Bleu de Chanel, Sauvage, Dylan Blue. It's all right in there. They're all stepping stones of each other, in my opinion. To me, this is like a perfect mix between Bleu de Chanel and Sauvage, the EDT. The EDTs, I should say. And but it was one that I had gotten a small bottle of, and man, I smelled it. I could not wait to get it. I was like, I gotta get some of that. And then I ended up with 2 bottles of it. But from the House of Versace, Dylan Blue. Gucci, Guilty. This was one I had worn a clone of several times for several years. And I was happy with my clone. And I gotta say, that clone was pretty doggone close. It just was. It's nothing like the real thing though. It's nothing like the real thing. I won't sing the song because I'm trying to get my videos monetized. And if I sing the song, like Romy Rome, if I sing the song, then they're gonna get their money. So I'm not gonna sing the song. Nonetheless, Gucci Guilty was one that I could not wait to get my hands on. Finally found it at a decent price. Got it off Macari in a gift set for like $35. And I was extremely happy to get it. Gucci Guilty. I had worn, I'm trying to think of the name of that imposter that I wore. And it just escapes me, of course. But I wore that for like years. Like 4, 5, 6 years, and everywhere I wore it, I got compliments. I used to get it at Kmart. Every year around Christmas time, I would go and stock up because it would be these bundles, these 4-packs. They have 4 different little fragrances in them, and all of them were good. I would always get the Gucci and the Bleu de Chanel out, and the other 2 I would give to my stepsons at the time, and they do whatever they did with them. But I would always get the Gucci Guilty and the Bleu de Chanel out. The Bleu de Chanel, I remember, was called Charge. Charge and Rule was what they were called. It was Charge in the spray, like cologne type, and rule in like the aerosol body spray was what they were called, but I cannot remember what the Gucci Guilty was called. But nonetheless, beautiful fragrance. It smelled good, and now that Prada Black is kicking up on my skin, and it's nice too. Nonetheless, Gucci Guilty was one that I could not wait to get my hands on, and I was proud when I got it. Still proud to have it. Gucci Guilty. One more. And I had heard all the reviews, seen all the reviews. Cheapo was wanting to sell it. I picked it up from him at a good price. 1 million lucky. 1 million lucky. Nice fragrance. I like it. I don't wear it as much as I should, but at one time you couldn't turn on YouTube or watch a review without hearing this fragrance mentioned, and then all of a sudden it just kind of died. Don't know what happened. Nonetheless, I still love it. It's still one of the best fragrances I have in my collection. I like it a lot. From the house of Paco Rabanne, it is 1 million lucky. All right, guys. Man, we went through those 10 quick, didn't we? Yeah, it only took 15 minutes. But anyway, man, I'd just like to thank you all for supporting this channel. I'm over 1,600, fastly approaching 1,700. I'm at like 1,620. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't say that I didn't think I would be here, because I knew that what I was offering, there would be a lot of people that like. So I can't, say, not to sound unhumble, but I believe in myself. I have a great deal of self-confidence, and I know my self-worth. So I knew that we would have a successful channel. When I would get there is the question. So to be here as soon as I am, and I know it's been 2+ years to get to this point, but for me, still it seems like a fast track. And some of the people that I have met, like my boy JP, my boy Sam Broom, my boy Cheapo, my boy Clayton, it just so many. My boy Justin, Baltimore big man, my boy up in St. Louis, what is his name? Louis Thompson. I mean, I got so many people that that have just been such a blessing to me. And I don't want to leave anybody out. Manuel, so many people that I've met over the years, Russell Mack, we don't talk like we used to, but still, it is what it is. Mac has been very supportive of the channel. The people that I've met, man, it's been such a blessing. And there's several of them that I would call friends, and I never really thought that much about friendship in FragCom. But it's some people that, I can call on, not to mention my divorce again, but Cheapo was one of the first people that I told about my divorce, other than my 2 best friends. And he was so supportive through the whole thing. It is what it is. So when you got people like that in your corner, that you can talk about stuff more than fragrances. And me and JP will call and just rap for hours about life and manhood, and what's expected out of men. It's so much deeper than fragrances. But nonetheless, all of you, I love you all. I'm grateful for all of you, and may God bless you all. It's been a fabulous journey. It hasn't been without its frustrating moments, but nonetheless, it's still been a fabulous journey, and I hope we keep climbing 1,700 more subs, 2, 3, 4, 5 more years, as long as there's a YouTube, and as long as I got a breath. I hope that there's Trade Sense in this channel, because I really enjoy this, and I hope that goes. I hope you guys feel that throughout the videos, man. I really enjoy turning on this camera and sitting down here talking about these old toilettes with y'all, man. I really do. I enjoy it. But anyway, I've taken up enough of your time. I'm gonna get off here, edit this video a little bit, and then I'm gonna upload it. Until next time, y'all. Peace.